Hi everyone, welcome to Diva. The other day I was watching one of the Best of Skincare tags by Trish at Set Hive Trish, and she mentioned something called the 7 skin method of applying toners, and she directed me to check out the Gothamista site because that's where she actually talked about the method. So I did, and I tried it last night and was blown away. So I had to get on here today and share with you this 7 skin method. This comes from Korea, and it started last summer and just exploded because it's a way to put moisture back into the skin after you've cleansed. And strengthen the skin's mantle at the same time. And it started with people who had more oily and combo skin. And what you do, the word, by the way, in Korea for toner is skin, hence the 7 skin method. It's actually 7 toner method. And after you cleanse your skin, you apply a hydrating toner to the skin in 7 steps. And it sounds a little bit odd, but watching them demo it, it's really quite easy, provided you pick the right toner to use. So you don't have to use 7 different toners if you want to. You don't even have to do 7 applications. You can start with, say, 3 and then work your way up to 7. But the reason that it became so popular is because later in the year, women who had drier skins that were more dehydrated started doing it and loved it as well. Now, depending on your skin type, after you do this toner method, you may not even need a moisturizer. So here's how it works. You start with a toner that is hydrating, and there's some do's and don'ts as far as selecting the right toner. I have 5 toners right here. And I'm going to go over what you want to look for in the type of toner that you use in order to do this method. So first thing is you don't want anything with any kind of alpha hydroxy, any kind of acid, alpha hydroxy, beta hydroxy, lactic, glycolic. These are too hard. You don't want to keep putting more and more acids on your skin because their job is to exfoliate, to remove, part of the skin's mantle, and you don't want to do that. You're trying to put hydration back in, not take any of the outer layer of the skin off. So no acids. You also don't want anything with witch hazel in it or alcohol, again because these can be drying rather than moisturizing. You also don't want to use anything with any kind of citrus extracts in it unless they're way down on the ingredients list, because these can be make your skin photosensitive so that your skin would burn easier in sunlight. So they're okay if they are far enough down on the list that they won't cause any kind of photosensitivity to the skin. So some ingredients you do want to look for are aloe, glycerin, hyaluronic acid. These are all moisture binding agents. So let me just go through the toners that I have here. This first one is the Moroccan Rose Toner. This is from Diva, and this has glycolic acid in it, so we're not going to be using this one. This one's a no. Then this is the facial toner. This is the facial toner from Native Essence, and this has hyaluronic acid in it. However, it also has witch hazel in it, and although I'm pretty sure that it's probably a very gentle witch hazel, just to be on the safe side, I'm not going to use this one either. This one is the Lavender Toner from Tierra Mia, and this one I think is probably fine. The ingredients here are very simple. They're just lavender distillate and glycerin, but they also have a proprietary blend of essential oils in here, and I can't find out what they are. So I'm not going to take any chances that there might be citrus oils in here. To smell it, it smells just like lavender. That's all that I can smell, which is not really one of my favorite things to smell. So that's another reason why I'm not going to use this one today. But this might also be a possibility. You can also use hydrosols, which is plants, distilled plant extracts in water, rather than being distilled in alcohol. So they are very gentle. So any kind of, plant hydrosol or facial mist that is of the similar, hydrosol variety would be excellent for this. Now this leaves us with two more, and these are the ones I'm going to use. This one, I'm going to start with this coconut water toner from Angelou Naturals. It does have lime oil in it, but it's the next to the last ingredient. So I'm going to use this first because this has coconut water in it and prickly pear seed extract. So it has a lot of very hydrating things in it. And then I'm going to finish up with this toner, this cucumber toner from Healthy Skin. This has chamomile tea, cucumber seed extract, and aloe. So this is perfect for this little exercise that we're going to do today. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and take my makeup off. And then once my face is all clean, I'm going to come back and I'll demonstrate the 7 toner method of putting moisture back into your skin. Be right back. Okay, my skin is clean and it's ready for toning. So I'm going to start with the Angelou coconut water toner first. And you can spray this directly on your face, but this mist tends to come out in like a big chunk. So I'm going to put it on my hands, and you start at the edges of the face and work your way in. And this was done because you want to get hydration. If you have combo skin, you want to get hydration here first and then work it into the rest of the center of the face. And don't forget the neck. So this is going to be layer number 1. And now I'm going to switch and do the rest with the Healthy Skin toner. This is what I did last night, and this seemed to work really well. And this I'm just going to spritz on and do the same thing. Just work it in. Just pat it into the skin. When I cleansed my face today, I used the facial bar from Tierra Mia for the first cleanse because it's really good at taking off makeup, but I don't like the way that it leaves my skin feeling kind of like squeaky clean. So I use, for my second cleanse, I go in with the Diva just to kind of bring my skin back to something that feels more like the way that I like my skin to feel. Make sure we get the neck. This is layer number 3. And so right now my skin feels a little bit tight. And get another layer. I think I said before that I don't think I explained the reason they call this the 7 skin method is because the same word for toner in Korean is the same word for skin in Korean. And I'm not really sure how that works out, but I think they explain it in the other video, and I'll link that video below for sure so that you can find it. That was number 4. Here goes 5. Pat that in. So right now, my skin is feeling really, really good. It feels like it's plumped up and really, moist. Do you hate that word? Sorry. Here goes number 6. I also noticed that the Korean toners that they were using seemed to be really, really viscous, much thicker than what we traditionally think of as a toner. It looked more like the consistency of a hyaluronic acid serum. So I'm thinking that if you happen to have the hyaluronic acid serum from Timeless, you could use that in this process. And it would probably be really, really amazing on the skin. This is number 7. Making sure I'm getting... All right. I'm just going to take a minute here and see. Right now, my skin feels like normal skin. And so at this point, if you wish, I'll come in a little bit closer. You could, you know, especially if it's in the summer and it's humid and your skin is oily, you could probably stop right here and be absolutely fine and be done, because my skin doesn't feel, it feels really moisturized right now. I'm just going to look in the mirror for 1 second. So what I'm seeing are wrinkles in around this area that are plumping up. I don't see any dryness here at all, and I feel like now my skin is ready for facial oil. And they also say that facial oils used after this is really, really good. So I'm going to use, this is the Youth Essence from Healthy Skin. I'm just going to put a few drops of that and just rub that in. And give that a minute to sink in. My skin also feels very, very soft right now and plump and bouncy. It's really, really, I don't know if you can see what I'm talking about, but the difference is just amazing. So I'm just going to give that a second or two to soak in, and then I'm going to go in with the Siamese Twilight Be Calm Serum. So let's just give that a second. So right now, my face is really just kind of scooped up that serum and absorbed it. So I'm going to use, to seal everything in and to really put a lot of nutrition back into my skin, I'm going to use a few drops of the Be Calm Twilight Serum from Siamese. And this just feels so luxurious. I always forget my lips. It just feels so nice going on right now. And this, although it may look like it's sitting on the skin right now, this will be absorbed in like a minute or even less. There we go. And it's a little bit early. It's like 4 o'clock. So I may put this on again at bedtime. But that is it. That is the 7 skin or 7 toner method. I did this last night while I was watching TV, and it was perfect. It's relaxing. It's very much in the vein of self-care, and makes your skin feel beautiful, very plump, very hydrated. And whether you do this in the evening or in the daytime, I mean, putting on makeup right now after doing this with a light moisturizer would be absolutely perfect, because really, even little wrinkles that I have around here, you can't see them because everything is so nicely plump. Okay, everyone, I hope you enjoyed that. I am going to sign off right now. Give this a try and tell me what you think. And in the meantime, everybody take care. Have a great evening, and I will talk to you again very, very soon. Oh, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. All right, everybody, see you soon. Bye.